Hello amigos and welcome to Lima, Peru once again. My name is Vanessa Vasquez and I am your Lima City tour guide. Today we're going to stroll the historic center streets. We're going to have the chance of seeing the main square of Lima, learning a bit about its history, untold stories about the city center and more. So we're going to begin here with a very important symbol of Lima, the Stone of Tuso. You want to know more about this monument? Well, continue watching this video and don't forget to give it a like and to subscribe to this channel. Well, let's go.
The Stone of Tuso, also known as the Piedra de Tuso, is a historical artifact located in downtown Lima, Peru. Tuso is the last indigenous curaca or local chief of the Valley of Rimac before the arrival of the Spanish conquest. He was known for his cooperative stance towards the Spanish, which helped to facilitate their settlement in the area. The monument was built in 1985. In today's video, we'll talk about the indigenous city of Lima as it was encountered by the conquistadors. This video is inspired in one of my latest additions to my personal library, the book La Lima que Encontró Pizarro, or The Lima that Pizarro Encountered, by Gilda Cogorno and Pilar Ortiz de Cevalloz. Oftentimes, when I visit the historic center of the city, I wonder, what was the city like when the conquistadors arrived in 1535? What did the conquistador Pizarro think when he saw it? Is Lima really a desert? It is known from the chronicles that the Spaniards were surprised by the fertile valley that they saw, and its so pleasant and benevolent climate where, according to the chronicler Pedro Cieza de León, there is neither hunger nor pestilence, nor does it rain, nor are there any lightning, nor thunder, and it always has a serene and beautiful sky. But who were those ancient Limeños? The Ishma were the cultural and ethnic group that occupied the valley. Fully adapted to the Peruvian coast, they were conquered by the Incas just a few years before the arrival of the Europeans. These Ishma were specialized fishermen and hill farmers. It is probable that the Ishma were also migrants from the Central Andes who found excellent living conditions in the lowlands and who also conquered this area. They settled between the valleys of Lurin and Rimac rivers, remaining in this area from around the year 900 to the 1470, or more or less 5 centuries. Regarding to the name of the culture, Ishma, it could refer to the name of the god or deity worshipped by these people in their native language, being possible that the god Pachacamac, or god of the earthquakes, a god that was worshipped in this area at the arrival of the conquistadors, was in fact the same deity, but his name was in a different language, Quechua. The term Ishma could also refer to the color red. The Ishma Society was very organized, grouped in curacascos, parcialidades, and ayllus. Ayllus being the smallest form of their organization, and it was related also with small family groups. It is possible that the total population of the valley of the Rimac, Chillón, and Lurin areas, basically the 3 rivers that bath the current city of Lima, was between 180,000 and 200,000 inhabitants. The largest cities had approximately 25,000 inhabitants. The arrival of the Incas between the year 1450 and 1470 during the government of Pachacutec Inca marked a major administrative change in which new authorities were assigned to control the water intakes, collect taxes, and redistribute the land. And it is known to have been a peaceful domination. One of the most important elements brought by the Incas was the worshipping of the sun. Surprisingly for many, the Lima of that time was very green, with excellent irrigation that kept it fertile all year round. The ancient Limeños had an abundant sea, with fishing being an important element in their lives since the crops depended on the rains in the mountains. The sea was not only their source of food, but also one of their most important deities. They specialized in fishing using even totora rafts, a type of reed, and worshiped the aquatic animals of the area, which they represented in their textiles and ceramics. The Ishma people married other people who practice the same professions. For example, fishermen marry fishermen, weavers marry weavers, etc. Activities were divided according to the gender. Men dedicated to fishing, hunting sea lions, and other activities related with going to the sea, and women were involved in the part of processing, salting, and drying the catch of the day for preservation. They consume also shrimp, mollusks, seaweed, octopuses, crabs, among other produce. Speaking of food, their culinary techniques consisted in roasting, smoking, and salting fish, with the latter serving as a form of trade. Let's talk about the islands of Lima, reverenced as deities, which serve as a cemetery for the Ishma people and as a source of guano, a premium fertilizer rich in nitrogen that was studied many years after by a German traveler, Alexander von Humboldt, in the early 19th century. Since guano, or bird excrement, was itself considered a deity, it is known that to collect it, the local inhabitants had to fast and purify themselves for a period of at least 2 days, abstaining from eating chili peppers, salt, and restraining from sexual relations. Other sacred environments of the Ishma included the lomas, vegetation produced by the intense humidity of Lima during winter in the mountains near the coast, and the groves, which were made possible by the water from the groundwater table and the irrigation of the valley through the pre-Hispanic canals that were elaborated by the Ishmas and pre-Ishma cultures that crisscrossed the city. The area was rich in fruit trees and medicinal plants used by the population. We can imagine the surprise that the European conquistadors had upon seeing this Lima, and why they fell in love with the valley, deciding to establish the capital of the new territory there. They had ample reasons to settle and call this place their new home.
Thanks for watching this video. I am so happy to share with you every day something different about Lima, different places, different streets, different museums. If you want to learn more about my city and also my country, Peru, I travel very often. Please subscribe to my channel and also let me know where you would like me to take you next time. Well, see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.